Okay, I think of all my entries in this weird channel, this is probably the honest gist of it's the equivalent of me talking while we're watching a movie, except it's me talking while I'm listening to an audiobook, which is The Changing by Victor Laval. And so like they've dug up the body, they found out it was a changeling, and now that he knows that you don't think monsters are real until you've met a monster. And he had met a monster, his former friend, William Wheeler. Except, and he says, like, rationality is a kind of a glamour in itself, which is like, it's like, I guess we're just gonna go with like magic is real in this world, da 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 da. And William Wheeler has somehow put this changeling into their life and is using that as a way to kind of gain power. I don't know, something like that. It is very, it's fairy tale-ish in a way that makes me think maybe I'm not as much of a fairy tale lover as I could be. I don't know. It's like it's a story with characters who have psychologies. Like Apollo has a psychology, grieving father. Wife kind of has mental illness psychology that caused her to kill her son, except it wasn't her son, so it was actually healthy to murder her child, or what a creature that to all appearances was her child, except maybe she could see through the glamour. I don't know. There's something that I'm catching on there, and it just may be me not being able to take the glamour in, that I'm jammed in between. But I'm somebody who enjoys fantasy novels, fantasy stories. It's just this jammed in between, and I've run up against this before in fantasy where it's more fairy tale retellings, where it seems to be relying more on this is a fairy tale than it is this is a story with fantasy elements in it. So yeah, okay, so let's continue on with the movie.